If you put me on the map,
Hello, people. This is day 20. Might be the last day that I play GTA 5 Grand RP. Um, I don't know, man. It's getting boring, and I do not want to talk to people in this game, man. Telling you that. What the hell? And I really don't wanna what is it? Present in front of a class while I am recording my thing, like my presentation, pre-recording it so I can just send in a video. Uh, I don't know, man. Like I've been talking about deepfake technology like 2 episodes maybe. I talked about a little bit deepfake technology. And that's the same shit I want to talk about. But on that, I have to use sources, and I'm just things I see, man. I'm on the internet almost every day, so I've seen stuff. Okay, I've seen people talking about it, and I also know because um, deepfake, like I've been saying, deepfake technology is going to be used in scams, right? Since the beginning. So like, you know, and in deepfakes, right? Of you can ruin your life. You know what happened to Taylor Swift? She was fine because she's a celebrity. She could like sue the people. But what about an everyday person who is applying for a job, and some guy or so one of that the person's like coworker or future coworker decides that like one of the applicants decide that they're gonna find her on social media, clone her voice and clone her face, and make her do something or say something that might not land her that position. You know, that could ruin someone's life. So, but there's no evidence because it hasn't been used except for like two cases that I've heard about, which was recently Taylor Swift, and 2 years ago, 2022, it was some Twitch streamer. And that's it. But for this, I think I have to use like sources. I have to explain what AI is with the source. Uh, and I get nervous when I talk in front of people because I keep in my head. I'm like, is this the right information? You know. I'm gonna mute myself. Fuck, man. Well, people, so I better not get a fine or get my car impounded or something. The fuck? Someone get arrested for killing? I'm telling you, man. Is level 3 the max you can do? I think level 3 is the max. Well, Crunchyroll just got acquired by what again? Us Animation? Is that it?
Step out of the please. Hop out
I'm
really quick.
working here. What the fuck you want?
Hop out really quick.
What?
Hop out really quick, please.
Why?
The wanted suspect in the area. We need to see your passport.
Where are you?
Right here. See your passport?
What?
Can I see your passport?
What's a passport, man?
Flex your G muscle.
Oh, passport? Oh, you mean
Yeah.
passport? Okay.
Yeah.
You better not give me a fine, okay? I hate you people.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
I like my first day in the city. I got a $60,000 fine for something I didn't even know.
All right, you're good to go. Thank you.
Okay, people. And I'm telling you, this is what's gonna happen. Oh, so I watched a video today. The women are going on TikTok and saying we don't want to get drafted, and they're saying, okay, I know this is like out of like what, I don't know what percent of the population is women. I don't know what percent of the population is like extreme feminists versus equality between men and women feminists. I know, right? The demographics are weird. So they're saying we don't want to get drafted, and there's another one, like a few more saying um, feminism lied to us and blah blah blah. They want a man to take care of them, and I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. Why couldn't you people just leave for a few more years? Okay, they could just like no. That's what's gonna get me for the next like 20 years, man. Like 2 more decades, and everything would have been done. You have to wake up. You know how close feminists were. Like, look, this is my hot take on this topic, right? If you put a feminist that in their 20s was told you could do good, like bad all by yourself, right? And they turn 35, they got used, and no one wants to marry them. What happens? They're put in power. What do you think happens? Like, I don't know if this is true, but women push. If women, if you're in a group, like, okay, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they're saying like, if women are always in a group with other women, right? They're friends, right? One is single, they'll say, "Oh, break up with him. Oh, did he do that?" Right? They'll dig and they'll try to make you break up with your significant other that you're doing well with, and they'll do that with like lying to you about certain stuff or hooking up with them and making them look bad, right? Shit like that. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true though. On yourself, but if you put people like that in power in the next like 50 years, you know what would happen? Those women would say, "You can do bad all by yourself. You don't need a husband." Right? Because they're alone, they'll push that same thing because they don't want to see other people happy. That's what I heard. Like women don't like seeing other women happy or something like that. I don't know how much of it is true, so do your own research on that. So like she is the mayor of a city and she's single. She was used in her younger age and no one will marry her, right? And she's the mayor of a city. The message she'll put out there because everybody else is happy. They have a family, they're married, everything is good. So like, I don't know. That might happen, man. That's what I wanted to see, but unfortunately, just we were just about to get there. First generation of feminists that felt like speaking out about this. Like if you see people in like power, I don't think they're okay. I need to do a little bit more research on this. Their family structure is not fucked up. Okay, they had some a semblance of a semi-family that I don't know, man. And did we ever have a president where like they didn't have kids, never got married? We didn't have most recently, like the past like 40 years. Like they didn't get married, they don't have kids, they're all alone. Do we have a president like that? But that would set a bad precedent for the rest of the American population, I think. If we had a president that's like never got married and stuff. I don't know, man. What else is happening? I might be um, fucking retarded or something, man. Hopefully, I never have to go in front of people. Like, every job that I apply for is gonna be background. I'm in the background. I'm in the shadows. Okay, you don't need to know that I work there. I just work there. You take care of the front. I'll take care of the back. That's the kind of job I want. Okay, I don't want to talk to people. Like, well, why would I do it? There are a few people that I talk to, and they've known me for like a few years, and they could understand what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I know I can be like very hard to understand because my ability to articulate points. Me personally, I think a newborn baby has better articulating ability than me. You know, because sometimes it's very difficult for me to get like a point across. So, so people, I've never like made, I haven't made any new friends. Those are people I knew from fucking high school, and being with me for like 4 years, they know what I'm like, what I'm trying to say. You know. And once again, I want to repeat: I do not love, I do not hate. I mimic society. I become what you, as a majority, push. I don't even think I like games, man. I only started playing because everybody else has started playing. And I'm telling you, I will adapt to anything. If I have to work, I'll adapt to that. Adapting is very easy for me. Once I'm all alone, I'll adapt to it. I don't know why, man. I like being alone. I know it's sad. Hopefully we go to space, Hopefully before my time is up, we go to like, yeah, fucking another galaxy. Like humans, okay? Not fucking, what is it, satellites? Fuck that shit, man. I want to touch space dust, man. I want to put it on the table and, uh, you know, like sniff it up my nose. Let's see if we can get high from that. Yeah. Did anybody try moon dust, like using moon dust instead of like using like other stuff, the other white powder? I think it would have the same effect. Yeah, that's why I wanted to join the military because I knew I could adapt to something new very fast, and I know I would do like the training. They put like the training stuff if it was mandatory. Okay, so what else is happening? This is why I don't buy games, right? There's no fit. Like, only game so far I bought was GTA in my entire lifetime. That's the only game I spent money on, right? And there's one more game I spent money on. I bought like an automation thing. It's like a semi gacha game. It's like a fortress game, like where you're in an underground shelter and you have to build your fortress, right? And I bought a robot that collects my resources for me, so I don't have to log on every few hours. It's like $7. That's it. Those are the only game purchases I've made in my lifetime. Everything else is gacha, man, and like free to play games like Warframe. So Warframe is like friendly free to play. Okay, if you want to make platinum, you could just crack open a bunch of relics and sell junk for like 5 plat each or something. I don't mind, man. I do not mind. I like this stuff. Hmm. What? Uh, let me share that. What else is happening? Even feminists are getting out of the matrix. Okay, they're taking the red pill and they're saying yes, yes, we want to be that kind of woman now. 10 years too late. 10 years too late. 10 years too late. That's what I say. Then fuck. Okay. Well, I'm telling you, man. I like being in the shadows. Okay. I'm like I'm like the rip-off version of Batman with no money. Or is it? Well, who's the guy that says I was born in the shadows? Like, I know it's from the Dark Knight movie. Yeah, I forgot which one. It's like a guy with a mask, and he says, "I, I breathe in the shadows. I was surrounded by." I don't know the specific like quote. And now we are in an era. So I looked at some AI voice cloning shit. So I was trying to clone my own voice. It worked. Then I wanted it to produce a presentation for me, which I gave it to Skip and use my voice to produce a presentation. It said you would have to buy a subscription that costs $99 per month, right? And I only want to do one of that one. Why would I do that? Now I'm gonna try to like create, not create my own. I'm gonna go on YouTube and see if I could use like the thing on Google that you could like take the repository and like make your own AI and you run it on like Google system, not a local system. I'm gonna see if it works. If it could like simulate my voice because I am a fucking idiot. Yeah, boy. I'm not paying $99 for a subscription. Oh, another thing, I'm not good at names, okay? If you don't tell me how to pronounce your name, don't expect me to pronounce your name correctly. Okay? I'm gonna butcher that shit so hard, it won't even sound like your name, okay? Okay, after this, I'm gonna try one more time, and if it works out, it works out. Like, I want to do the presentation, but the way I speak, it's like a monotone voice. It's not like, like filled with passion, like what I'm trying to say, but I'm very passionate about warning people about the, how improved deepfake is right now, you know? And it's continuously improving. That's another scary thing, right? Like, like the deepfake technology, it came out in 1997. That was when the framework for it was like first made, right? 1997 was the first like thing, a deepfake. Then what happened? What happened? Huh? Nothing happened for like 7 years. Then in 2004, another breakthrough. Slowly more breakthroughs, right? That's like a linear. Every like few years, like 5 years, linear. 2014 hit. Breakthroughs in that like deepfake technology was a lot, like voice. You could even copy a person, right? But voice deepfake technology right now, if the past 24 years was linear, it's exponential growth. Like you can't even see the top. And there's more. Like every day, there's a new like discovery made, and that's improving deepfake technology. I know those like unless some laws are made put in place, then I know you could get sued for like putting fake information of someone else or something, right? For defamation of character or something. But if you do this on the internet, how, who's gonna know? If you use a VPN and unless you get like people in high places involved, who's gonna be willing to like go through the VPN, go to like wherever it is, wherever it jump from to find who like did that to you? No one's gonna like after like ruining your character. No one's gonna say, "Oh, I did it." So that'll put them like for they'll get sued. And this is even scary when influential people come into this, right? If like a YouTuber with a huge following, I mean, it's already happening with Mr. Beast, right? Some guy decided to make a Mr. Beast like thing, and he's like, "Oh, you have won this prize, and if you send our personal information to this email, we will." They've been doing that, right? Mr. Beast's voice and his face. It's like they can't even tell the difference. And Mr. Beast had to come out and say, "Oh, that's not me. Don't believe any of them." Right? It's already happening. And like, what is it? If an influential person said something, right? Says, go donate to this person, right? And they make a like, scammer makes a dummy account. The influencer doesn't see this for like at least 2 hours. The influencer's fan, whoever it is, okay? I don't want to use an example, but whoever it is, will donate the money, and 2 hours, the damage was already done. They're not gonna get refunded, right? Like, the scammers are gonna make it so you could like get the refund. They'll make it away. They'll make it away so you don't get the refund. Then you just be like scammed out of hundred, ten thousands of dollars because you were thinking, oh, I'm supporting that one influencer, right? It could be a scam. That's I don't know, man. There's just possibilities. And I know shit like this is gonna happen because scammers are never gonna give up. Okay, no matter how hard you try, there'll always be someone who's like, scamming is easy money. I'm gonna do it, and they think they'll never get caught. But there's a YouTube channel who's after these guys, right? They're succeeding. But what if scamming becomes a one-man team? How are you gonna get that? What if they're protected behind so many like they jump from like they use VPN to jump from world like country to country and you can't track them? What would you do then? It's just a um, server room somewhere in India. Like you can't trace that. Like it's gonna be you can't trace it, but by the time you do it, the guy's already a millionaire, or whoever used the guy is already a millionaire. Like, I don't get people who scam, right? Why are they using their actual like names and shit? They should use a fake identity or someone that's real that does the job for them, and they collect the money in the back because they funded it. Their paper should not, like, their information should not be anywhere on the like the thing. Like, their name should not be anywhere around the scammers, you know. But for some reason, they decide to leave a paper trail behind, and I don't know how they still haven't learned from their mistakes. Like, paper trail. Well, okay, for that, these fakes also could be used to fake country leader, but that is the biggest one, right? If you use deepfakes to fake the country's leader, I mean, I know like I know they're slowly they're gonna start to create like a sector where like countries keep an eye out for like deep fake versions of themselves saying like weird stuff that they don't support. I know they're gonna create a sector like that, but I don't know. Everything I understand, people are so easy to manipulate, man. Like we can't think for ourselves. It's like yes, man, yes, man. AI has the like AI, right? Because it was open source, so much progress was made on it. Different people jumps on. It's like people from all over the world jumped on open like the open source AI and started experimenting on it, right? So that's why like the developments are so fast because people from all over the world they can't do it full time, but they can do it part time, right? They come home from work, hard like work at 8, they eat, they exercise, and like want to jump on and apply some of these new things they thought of at work, and they do it. Oh, they need a breakthrough. That's why it's like so fast. But yeah, if more like technology was open source, there would be more what are they called breakthroughs. That's what I'm seeing based on this one, right? This is like the biggest example of open source technology that improves at an astronomical rate. Even though AI is like semi new field, right? But still, like every day, someone's finding a new way to use AI to make life easier. I haven't been on the ChatGPT store because I'm not paying $20 for an access key right now. Yeah, I know I'm not gonna use that shit every day. Okay, it's one thing I use like the stuff every day, and even if I pay ChatGPT to get like a premium or pro, right? Like what is it? The AI tools posted in the store, I have to pay another fee to use those. So it's not like I'm getting paying that I'm getting access to them. That's another thing. I don't want to pay for something that can be taken away at any time. That's why I haven't like the only online game I bought was GTA 5. I played that for a while. I mid-maxed everything. Now I bought World because the cracked version doesn't work. And look, man, I only played one Pokemon game when I was younger. It was a Pokemon Go. No, not Pokemon Go. Pokemon Black and White. Right. Then I lost interest. My entire DS collection got robbed. I got robbed. Okay. By one of my friends. I let him borrow my collection and he never returned it. He moved away. So that's I'm very sad. There was a racing game I used to play on my DS. I forgot the name, but that was like pretty. That's why I like fast cars. So that then like after like 2 more years, 2018, 2019, when I got interested in other what is it? Because I watched the Pokemon anime series, I got interested in Pokemon Emerald and like other games. I went back and started playing all those. I never completed it, but I played it. And I got bored again. You know, man, what happened to the good old days where there used to be a Pokemon movie every fucking year, like every season or year? So I'm telling you, they've been doing Gundam dirty. Okay, please make another continuation of Gundam Unicorn. So that's one of my favorite Gundam shows because of the what is it called? The red glowing thing. There's yeah. Oh well. Oh man, sometimes I feel so angry that I wouldn't mind destroying a world. Okay, I'm gonna figure something out because I know when because I don't like following a script. Okay, when I follow a script, it's terrible. But when I don't follow a script, when I'm more natural, it's a lot easier to get my ideas out. When I write a script, I would like to think I am semi-dyslexic, maybe, or maybe it's just because I'm an idiot. Okay, I don't know it's which one, but it's one of them. Um, what else? No, we're seeing a trend in the human history this, whatever is happening right now, this same thing is gonna happen 200 years from now. You know, it's like one of those events that loops over and over and over and over again because it is the natural way of things. And what? Imagine you have reached level. You can now. What? That's it? Okay, I'm done. Level 3. What? I'm out of hand paper. Yeah. I got $500. Level 3. Okay, now what? It's is that it? I still don't get what they mean by in-game level or some shit like that. What does that mean, man? Oh, in-game. Okay, that's what they mean. Then I can do the oil mission or something. Well, people, and then for today, I'm gonna I'm gonna go work on my presentation thing, and that's it. Also, dislike, unsubscribe, unring the doorbell, and go fuck yourself. I am out of here. Bye bye.
I'll put you in the ground.